If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos from us, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so that you will be notified whenever we upload a new video. Thank you. Welcome to Gateway to Fun Travel's YouTube channel. Today I have a neat piece of technology that we have available to our clients. It's an app for your phone, as you can see kind of the app here on the screen. It's called Pocket Travel. It's made by a company called Axus, and you will get access to this app for yourself and your traveling party for absolutely free. It is no cost to you. The only deal is that you'll get access to this by booking a vacation with us. So when you do, what we do is once you book that vacation, is we go to this Axis and we create you as a traveler and any other people in your travel party who you also want to have access to the app. We create them as travelers. We then create your itinerary. By creating your itinerary, what I mean is we put all of your information, everything you book with us will be in the app when you go to it. So it'll have all of your, confirmation numbers and itinerary. Like if you're going on a cruise or a tour or something like that, it'll have day by day what all the things are, and we'll see that here in a moment. So we put all of that information. If you go on a cruise and you book a shore excursion, that'll be in there too. If you book flights with us, that'll be in there too. But what it also does is it gives you the flexibility to also add things in yourself as well. So if you go on a cruise, for example, you book a cruise with us and you book an excursion on your own, hey, you can put that excursion in here too. You don't have to. The idea is to have all of your travel information in one place, right there at your fingertips, in one app you can go to see all of your travel information that you may need for your trip. So what I have here is I have the app open on my phone. By the way, I didn't mention this, but this app is available on both um, Apple and Android devices. So it doesn't matter basically what kind of phone you have, as long as it is a smartphone. You can't, if you got an old flip phone, it's unfortunately not going to work for you. You do have to have a smartphone, but it doesn't matter whether you use an Apple or an Android device, it will work. So what will happen is once we create this itinerary, what we do is we publish that itinerary, and then that will kick off an email to be sent to you and again to the other travelers that we may have added in there. And that email will explain to you how to go out and get the app. Again, the app is 100% free. You do not pay for it. Whether it's the iOS version or the Android version, you will be able to go and get that app for free. The email tells you all about how to do that. Also in the email is going to be your username and password. And so once you've downloaded and installed the app, when you open it for the first time, it will ask you for that username and password information. The good thing is once you put it in that first time and it works and logs you in, it's never going to ask you for it again. So you don't have to worry about remembering that password or anything. It keeps in there kind of forever. And so that's what you see here is I am in the app on my phone. I am logged in, and you can see what I have here right below kind of our logo. You see our logo there at the top with all colorful and whatnot. Right below that, you see a photo, and then below that, you see some words that say Regal Princess Thanksgiving Cruise. This is for me. I do have a cruise for Thanksgiving week. So that is my itinerary for that particular cruise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, and I can click on the words, on the picture above it, doesn't matter. I click on it with my finger, and now it brings me to the actual detail of the itinerary. And so what you see here, again, it gives me the name up at the top, and then it gives me a day-by-day breakdown of what's going on and what we've entered so far. So this again is a cruise. So at the very top, that is the where it's under the Sunday section. You see where it says 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise. That's going to be the general information. So I can actually click on that with my finger. And it's going to give me a little bit more detail. So to give me things like my confirmation number, my cabin number, what cabin category, so on and so forth. All of that stuff will be there. So same kind of thing if that was a flight, for example. By clicking on it, it'll give you the flight departure time, the scheduled arrival times, your booking number or confirmation number, whatever the airline calls it. All of that information will be there. Then what it'll have here is it'll basically have every day. This is a cruise, so it has every day of the cruise. And when there is a port stop, not only will it tell me the name of the port, but it will also give me the times that we are in that port. So 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You see there on the Monday. And also, if on that day, if you've booked an excursion with us, We'll put the excursions in here as well. And as you can see, if I scroll down to where it's St. Martin Day on Thursday, November 28th, you see I have my St. Martin port kind of line, tells me the times we're in that port. But then right below it, I have an excursion book there in St. Martin, and it gives me the details about that excursion. What time does it start? The name of it. If I click on it, it actually gives me a description of that excursion and so on. So you have all that info. So again, anything you book with us will already be in here. Now, what this also does, however, is it gives you the flexibility to put your own stuff in here as well. So, for example, if here on the St. Thomas day, if you booked an excursion on your own, not through us, that's fine. But and you can go and add it in here to where it's in here for you to see. So if you go at the very top of the screen, you'll see there's a little plus sign at the top right. If I click on that plus sign, I can then add whatever I like to that itinerary that we see there. And you give it a name up at the top here. You pick what day it needs to appear on, the times if you want to. Then you have like a bigger section to put some more notes if you wish. Then you click save, and by doing that, it will put it on the proper day that you've picked here in the itinerary. Now, what we also have is, notice at the bottom, the very bottom of the screen, you see that there are four little icons there. We are on the itinerary icon. If we look right next to it, there's an icon called Documents. If I click on that, what we'll do is we'll also attach any documents that are important for your itinerary, confirmations, travel insurance information, whatever, whatever the case may be, shore excursion, vouchers, whatever. We'll attach them here. So you'll see all those documents attached here to view them. And really, that's all you can do at the moment is view them. By clicking on it, I can view it. I can't then print it from here, but that's no big deal. We print those for you if we need to. The next section is called Guides. So what we also have is the ability to add, and we're going to have already done this by the time you get the app, for all of the places that you're going to go on your vacation. If there is a guide available, we're going to have it already here for you. So there's not necessarily a guide for every single place in the world, so you may or may not get one. So for example, on my cruise, there are 3 port stops. One of them is called Princess Keys, which is Princess Cruise Line's private island. There's no guide for that. But the other 2 stops, St. Martin and St. Thomas, there are guides, and you can see that I've got them downloaded here. And these are really handy guides. If I click on St. Thomas, you see we get a number of different sections here, and this is going to be all about just St. Thomas. An overview of St. Thomas. Then the next section is all kinds of things to see and do in St. Thomas. The section after that is all about dining, so places to go eat in St. Thomas. Then we have a section around security, how to keep yourself secure. Then we have some section for facts about St. Thomas. Then finally, a section about events. That'll be for things like maybe they have annual kind of festivals or things like that. Those will be listed in the events section. It's really a ton of information, and it'll be there for all the places that you're going, that you've booked through us, that have a guide. We'll have the guide already in there for you, ready to go. Now, those 3 sections, the itinerary, documents, and guides, they all work offline. So what happens is when you log into the app and you do have an internet connection, what you would want to do is make sure everything's up to date. So what I would suggest is maybe the day before you leave on your trip, you go to your main screen here, open up the app, and make sure you have an internet connection, whether it's a Wi-Fi or your cellular data. And it doesn't use a lot of data, but you go to your main screen and you just drag it down with your finger, and that updates everything. And what it does is it takes all that information and it actually stores it on the app itself. So from this point on, I can put my phone on airplane mode and have no internet connection whatsoever, and I'm still going to have access to all of that data that I've shown you so far. Every single bit of it will still be available to you, even the guides. Okay? Now, the 4th and final section here at the bottom where it says messages, this section does require an internet connection to work. So what this is to do is you can actually, from the app here, you can send us messages. And it's like texting. It'll be just like sending a text message. You don't have to go and find our contact information, though. You can just go right into the app, click new message, type in your message, hit send, and it sends us a text message. And then we can message you back, and those messages will appear in this area just as a normal kind of text message conversation would appear. So maybe there's an emergency. You're on your trip and something gets canceled. You missed a flight. Whatever the case may be. Or you just want to tell you how great everything is. Whatever. It's whatever reason you want to contact us, you can do it right here through the app. Again, just another way to where kind of everything is kind of right here in one place at your fingertips. You don't have to think about it. So that's the Pocket Travel app by Axus. That again, by booking a vacation with us, you will get this for free, 100% free. There's absolutely zero cost to you for this app, and it's just a part of the service that we provide to you. So thank you so much for listening and watching the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.